Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Hambone Fishing. I am out on Lake Monticello, or if it were a Taco Bell menu, it'd be Monticello. We're out here doing some bassing, Carol bassins. Got a buzzbait tied on. You can maybe hear it right now. Start with some top water. I have a feeling the wind is going to be a jerk again today. I'm going to try and get at him. There's a big riprap bank that I'm going to parallel and see what happens. This is a gorgeous lake. Looks like crystal clear water. Transducer just got in the water not too long ago. Got real cold last night. Down to the 30s. It was in the 30s this morning. But right now, water's 58, but it's climbing. It'll probably be around 62 to 65, I would assume. So, let's get after it. Super clear water. Yeah, water temp has bumped up to 65 degrees, and it might still even come up a little bit more. That sun really warms things up, over during the course of the day. Even with this cold front that just came through, it's kind of really not as big of a deal this time of year. I mean, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. You don't want major weather changes at all, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a deal. This natural bank looks amazing. If this whole lake is like this, it should be pretty decent today. I mean, it looks juicy anyway. I don't see this stuff much though, with everything I fish being a reservoir. I mean, obviously this is a reservoir, but this is a little more natural than what I'm used to. I'm used to docks and docks and docks and docks and docks. So we're just making our way down, looking for some fish on top. I did not do any research on this lake at all. I didn't look at any maps. I didn't do anything. If I skunk, I skunk. Looks like there's a little bit of bait under me around in this area, so see if there's any feeding fish. I think drop shot might be a deal today in some of this deeper water. Texas rig, Ned rig. I'm gonna throw that S waver around a little bit, but I've never really thrown it before, so I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. Once that sun comes up, it's just going to be about finding shade pockets and kind of doing what I was doing on Wiley, or what I would do on Wiley anyway. Right in front of me, right. They're on shad, that's for sure. Right in front of me. I hope the camera got that. Oh, there goes a bass right there. Huh. There's another one. Those are good fish too. They're up. Ooh, fish. There's a fish. I just had to get in the right area. Goodness. Alright. First fish of the day. Yeah, nothing special. Alright. Oh, that was no, it wasn't. That was just me picking the line up, the ripple in the water. go. There we go. Little point fishing. Nice. It's a solid fish. Probably 2.5, probably. On the drop shot, just on this point. Guess I know what I need to do now. Thanks, pal. Jerk. On the old robo worm. Luckily I have one of those left, so I will be taping this thing together apparently. Wouldn't say this is my strong suit as far as fishing goes. Fishing deep is not something I'm particularly fond of or good at. It's just about being patient, really. I'd like to catch a smallmouth out here. That would make this trip worth it. I don't really care how big it is. Oh, there's a bite. There we go. There's a bite. Whoa. All right. Oh. Okay. All right. Look at that, hooked right in the top of the mouth. Perfect. Exactly where you want them. Just a little guy. They're fat though, they're feeding up. See if there's another one on that point. There's fish. Saw him. Dropped right down on him. That was cool. Dropped right down on him. Not big, but a fish. Saw him on the graph. I made a post the other day. If you don't follow my Instagram, I made a post, Hambone Fishing at Instagram. Made a post on kind of what's more satisfying to you. Is it more satisfying to make the perfect skip under a dock and, you know, with a jig and then jack one out of there? Or is it more satisfying to drop down on, looks like there's some more down there, on, you know, see these fish on your graph, drop down and catch them that way? You know, what's more satisfying to you? And, you know, my thoughts on that are making the skip, getting it down there and getting the bite. I don't know, this is pretty fun too. Catching fish is fun, regardless of the situation, but I still think making that skip and then just really yamming on them really gets the blood flowing, gets the juices pumping. Plus this, I feel like you kind of know they're going to be under a dock, sure, but this you can kind of see them and then you just kind of drop down on them. But I'll make one more little flip here and we'll move on to the next point. I'll make another cast, then we'll move on to the next point. Oh, that was a bluegill bite. There's a fish. There's one. That's a better fish. Please don't be a catfish. I don't think it is. Whoa, I think it is. I think it is. I can't imagine this being a bass. Oh, it is. Tank. Absolute tank. Woo! Look at this guy. Look at that guy. On the sassy stick. What a tank. Nice, healthy bass. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is a long fish. I gotta get a measurement on this guy. Wow. Right where he should be. Right where he should be. 19-incher. See ya. Nice healthy fish, man. That was awesome. Well, just broke off the old drop shoot. No more drop shooting for me today. I'm gonna head back. Been a good day. Better than kind of what I expected with the way it started off. I finally got back to, I got into some fish drop shot on some points. That actually, I caught my most fish there, but then I caught that bigger one on the old sassy stick, just in a shaded pocket. There's actually a really nice bank line there with some pretty steep drop-offs. And that's kind of what you're looking for sometimes when you got that sassy stick. So I had a good day. This is a gorgeous lake. There's nobody out here right now. I was one of 2 or 3 people at the ramp, and I'll be back again. This is good. I mean, we're on the tail end of a cold front, so I didn't expect too much anyway. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit, but later this week, some of the fishing around the Carolinas is going to be a lot better. It's going to start warming back up, and fishing should get pretty good again. So that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment. And remember, I asked, you know, what do you like more? Do you like, you know, skipping a jig or skipping something up under that dock, making that perfect skip, and then setting the hook on a fish? Or do you like kind of playing video game fishing where you're dropping straight down on something on the bottom that you see on the graph, and then catching that fish? And what's more satisfying to you? What do you like doing more? You know, there's nothing for me. I just feel like you make that perfect skip, and then you feel that thump, or you see your line start swimming away, and you can just jack them, and yeah, that's fun. So again, I appreciate you guys watching. Leave me a comment down below, like the video if you thought it was good, and while you're down there, consider subscribing. And we'll be back at you next time. Appreciate it. This is Graham with Hambone Fishing. Take it easy.